Welcome everyone. Today I am going to discuss a topic of macroeconomics. Particularly, it is a topic of international economics. The topic is balance of payments. After attending this class, you will be able to define balance of payments. You will also be able to differentiate between balance of payments and balance of trade. Let us first discuss the meaning of balance of payments. Balance of payments is a systematic record of all economic transactions of one country with rest of the world within a period of time. So in this definition, the main keywords are a systematic record, all economic transactions, and the period of time. You need to take care of these keywords while defining balance of payments. So more specifically, we can point out the features of a balance of payments as it includes all transactions, visible and invisible. By visible transaction, we mean the merchandise, that means the goods which are transacted between the two countries. Then by invisible transaction, we mean the services such as transport services, such as insurance, etc. So balance of payment is a systematic record of all transaction, whether it is visible transaction or invisible transaction. Then it is an annual statement. Normally it is prepared for 1 year, but for getting more clear economic scenario of a country, it is prepared quarterly also. Then it follows double entry bookkeeping system, so it is a systematic record. It has two sides. One is credit and another is debit. Credit means receipts and debit means payments. That means whatever the country receives from the foreign country, it is included in the credit side, and whatever the country needs to pay to the foreign for any kind of economic transaction, that goes under the debit side. Then it has two main components. One is current account and another is capital account. So the standard representation of a balance of payment is, since it has two sides, one is credit and another is debit, so it is written like this. And since it has two main components, one is current account and another is capital account, so we write these components right here. Under current account, there are several subcomponents, and main subcomponents under current account are the visible items and the invisible items. And then under capital account, the main subcomponents are the foreign capital, the loans, and rupee debt service, etc. These are the main components under the current account. Then it is written like this. This is the credit side and this is the debit side. This is how a balance of payment is represented in a standard way. Then the balance of payments may be in equilibrium, or it may be a surplus balance of payments, or it may be deficit. When credit, that means receipt from abroad, is equal to the debit or the payments, then balance of payment is said to be equilibrium. On the other hand, when credit or receipt is greater than the debit or payments, then the balance of payment is surplus. On the other hand, when credit is less than debit, then the balance of payment is deficit. But most importantly, balance of payment is always balance in accounting sense, even if it is not equilibrium, but the balance of payment is made equilibrium by making some adjustment in the capital account. I will show you detailed process how a balance of payment is made balance when it is deficit or a surplus in reality. This is the standard representation of India's balance of payments in the quarter April to June 2019. So here the main components are the current account and capital account. Under current account, there are two subcomponents. One is merchandise and another is the invisible items. So by exporting its merchandise, India receives an amount of rupees 5,75,351 crore from the foreign countries. On the other hand, India imported various commodities from foreign countries for which India has to pay 8,96,531 crore rupees to the foreign. So this is the debit amount of India in the name of merchandise import. On the other hand, India receives 5,42,287 crore from the foreign countries by exporting its invisible items such as services like transport services, insurance, banking, etc. On the other hand, under the same subcomponents, India has a payment of rupees 3,21,370 crore rupees. If we see the total current account, then India has a credit. That means India receives 11,17,638 crore rupees from foreign by transaction of merchandise and invisibles. On the other hand, India has to pay to the foreign countries 12,17,901 crore. So India has a deficit of rupees 1,263 crore. We can say it balance of payment deficit in current account. Let us see the capital account. In the name of foreign investment, both FDI plus FPI, the country receives 6,17,107 crore rupees from the foreign, and India also invested in other countries an amount of rupees 4,84,683 crore. And under the subcomponent loans or debts, India receives an amount of 1,54,455 crore rupees from the foreign. On the other hand, India gives loan of 87,953 crore to the foreign countries. So this is the debit amount of India. Since India receives this much amount of loan from foreign countries, this is the credit, and since India gives loans this amount of rupees to the foreign, so this is the debit amount. On the other hand, the banking in the name of banking capital, India receives 1,23,189 crore, and India has a payment 99,311 crore rupees. On the other hand, under the heads of rupee debt service, India has a debit of 418 crore rupees. Sometimes India repays the debt, that means the principal amount plus interest, in its own currency. That is what is known as rupee debt service. Then under other capitals, India receives an amount of 66,889 crore, and it has a debit amount of 93,101 crore. If we see the capital account in total, then you will find India has a total receipt under the capital account is 9,61,640 crore rupees, and it has a payment of rupees 7,65,466 crore. So this is the net amount. Since in the capital account the credit, that means receipt of the country, is higher than the debit or its payments, so the country has a surplus in the capital account of rupees 1,96,175 crore. This is surplus in capital account. So in the name of errors and omission, India has a credit of 1,342 crore, which is added in the credit account. So the overall balance, which is obtained by adding A, that means current account, B, that means capital account, and C, which is the errors and omissions, the total receipt is 20,80,621 crore, and total debit is 19,83,367 crore. And overall, there is a surplus in the balance of payments of an amount rupees 97,254 crore. So this is the surplus balance of payment. Since balance of payment is always balance in accounting sense, so though there is surplus in the balance of payment, we will have to make it balance. So the process of making the balance of payment is nothing. We have to do a simple adjustment in the capital account. There is a scope of adjusting this surplus amount with the capital account. So since we have a surplus of ₹97,254, so this surplus amount is sent to the foreign countries in the name of outflow of foreign investment or loans, so that the net amount always becomes zero. So this is how the balance of payment is made balance, whether there is balance of payment deficit or surplus. If there is surplus in the balance of payments, then that surplus amount is sent to the foreign countries in the name of foreign investment or loans. And if there is deficit in the balance of payments, then that deficit amount is borrowed from the foreign countries in the name of foreign capital or loans. This is how we can make the balance of payment balance. Let us discuss what is the difference between balance of payments and balance of trade. Balance of payments includes all economic transaction, whether it is visible or invisible items, but balance of trade includes the transaction of visible items only. So the balance of payment gives more clear pictures of international transaction of a country, but balance of trade gives a partial picture of international transactions of a country with the rest of the world. So we can say that if it is balance of payments, if this bigger circle is the balance of payments, then this smaller circle is the balance of trade. So this is the main difference between balance of payments and balance of trade. Hope you understand the meaning of balance of payments, its components, and how a balance of payment is prepared in standard form, and how is it differ from balance of trade. In the next classes, we will be discussing about what are the different types of balance of payments disequilibrium, and how the disequilibrium in the balance of payment can be corrected with the help of some monetary and fiscal measures. And thank you for watching this video.